Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Star-Lord. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, so this one's going to be non-face Star-Lord. So he's wearing his mask. The one thing I'm not good at is caricature drawing, so I can't make it look like the real actors. That means this one's going to be better because I don't have to make it look like the real actors, right? I'm just drawing a mask. So yeah, so I'm kind of going for like a flying pose. So I'm gonna have him kind of flying, basically. I don't know why I'm trying to come up with a better word. What's wrong with the word flying? Okay, and so I'm going to give him the coat too. Coated Star-Lord. Okay, that's going to work out. Let me do this. So also, let's see. Let's do this arm. Back here like this. Do that gun over there. Here, that'll work. So we'll just kind of raise his shoulder up a little bit. Also, it helps to give him a little bit of different positioning to oops, my picture just fell off. Okay, hang on, let me find it. Where are we? Right there. There we go. It helps to specifically, do not poses, but placement where you're going to put them because of the movement. It helps to kind of exaggerate, kind of overemphasize, dramatically place. How's that? Does that sound good? Dramatically place certain parts in certain areas so it looks dramatic, right? I can't think of a better word, but that's okay. I don't need to think of a better word, right? I just need to draw. It's like quick trying to come up with words and draw, old man. All right, this is working out pretty good. So let me start to add some detail. I'm trying to find some good pictures of the gun. That's what's really important. I guess it's not that important, right? I mean, that's not the most important thing about Star-Lord is the accuracy of the gun, but it helps. We wanna do it right. Okay, let's see, then the trigger's gonna go through there. Finger's gonna come down through here. So yeah, it's gonna be very, not specific, but important to get it right. So that's why I wanted to make sure I got the hand looking as good as I could, holding that gun. Because, again, yeah, that's very specific. It's like saying, well, we don't have to draw Tony Stark's armor perfect. Well, no, we don't. But it's very specific, right? So, yeah, I want to get it looking as good as I can. But yeah, now that I'm looking at it, it's like, well, this has got that and this has got that. I can't draw every single detail. So it's okay. I'm gonna get as close as I can, and that's good enough, right? Okay, so now I'm going to add everything I need to make it look right. His body, that is. There we go. And again, so same thing with the mask. There's only so much details I'm going to be able to put in here. So, you know, we're going to have to have a little bit of forgiveness, I guess is what I'm saying. This one we're going to kind of get away with, well, you know, it's the top of the gun, and his hand is pretty much just around it, because it's we're looking at, and I've talked about this before, is like if this is a gun and I'm holding it like this, when you're looking at the top view, we're kind of getting away with, well, that's all we're drawing, you know what I mean? It's just a bit of a bit of the edges, because it's going around, or the top of the gun is really technically over the hand, so we can't worry too much about how much we can see. Okay, so let me draw something for the mask. Now, again, we have to think of the head like normal, and then put a mask around that. So you got to make sure that you draw it big enough that it looks like there's a head inside there. And now that I'm drawing the eye sockets, that there's enough space for the eyes. Like, you got to put them in the right spot, you know? Like, where would they actually be? And place the parts around it. Like, okay, that's the eyes, that's where they are, so let's make the mask around it. So it's not too bad. I like this. This actually worked out pretty well. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, that'll work. So let's draw some little bit of hair, but not too much, because, you know, it's all you're gonna see, so we don't have to worry too much about the details. Like that. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna draw his belt. And let's see, his pants are gonna come down here like this. Only so much detail in that I can get to, so now I'm trying to get this right as much as I possibly can. But you know, there's a lot of specifics around the cloth that's hard to not recreate, but that is necessary. Okay, so he's got those what do you call them? The blasters. The blasters. The way he can fly. He's got those on the inside of the boot. So we're gonna draw something like that, and then on the side of the boot over here, you'll see the other side, the actual blaster. You can't see it on that side, is what I was trying to say. It's taken me a long time to get around to finally just say you can't see it on this side of the leg because of the way his it's on that side. Here we can. Here we can kind of say, okay, now we can see it. Let's go ahead and draw some kind of little rocket booster tech thing. Like that. And that's the flying position, right? There we go. I say we get going. So let me erase some of these sketch lines, and then we can start with the Sharpie. I don't want to erase too much, but I want the Sharpie to stand out, not the eraser. Woof! My paper's just not taped down good enough. But I want the Sharpie to stand out, not the pencil lines. So I just want to erase some of these sketch lines and just leave enough that it'll guide me, but it won't stand out. And I think that'll work right there. Let me check my paper, retape it down. And then let's welcome everybody that skipped and get going. Okay, there we go. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that the fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased a majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to guide me that I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to start with the Sharpie pen and start with the fine details in the mask and then build off of that. So I talked about this in the sketch that I've planned it all out, but you got to make it where a mask or face can really be underneath this mask. So you got to place it like you're going to do a face. So I'm going to do the eyes, big old circle like that, do another big old circle like that about the same size, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And ooh, I just kicked something. There is like another layer of whatnot. I'm not going to do it. It's too small. I'm just going to leave it like it is and build off of this. So for his face, I'm going to come around here and do this. And build it down like that. And again, there's another like layer up, but I can only do so much. You know, there's only so much we're going to get in here before it starts to bleed, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Same thing with all those little lines in his face. I think we'll let color take care of that and leave it for that kind of specific. Okay, so he's got a little bit more tech in his face going down here. The chin's right around there, so let's go ahead and draw like this and just build off of that. And he's got like these pipes. Not pipes, but yeah, I guess we'll just say pipes because they look like round pipes, right? And add just a little bit of tech and build off of this. Now, again, I've sketched it out so I know where I'm going with this, so that's why I can kind of just throw lines down willy and nilly. And be confident with these lines, basically. Alright, so now let's add like an earpiece. And also, I'm going to start to thicken up these outer edges, just because it's going to stand out, and I know how that's going to look. So I'm kind of matching, getting ready for the thick outlines of this other Sharpie, just to make it uniform and unique. Okay, so the top edge, I'm going to do like this, and I am going to add some of these seams, just like this. Just to define a few parts. There's going to be another layer like that, so I'm going to leave that like it is. Come up here for this. Okay, so again, I'm going to thicken up the outer edge, and you don't have to do this. You know, I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing it because I know how it's going to look in the end. And if you're working with pencil, you just do what you need, okay? Alright, so let's draw some hair, because that's the top of his head, that's the edge of the mask. And I'm going to draw some hair now, because we're going to say it kind of goes over. His hair's kind of parted on the side. And again, let me add some edges here. Something like that, and we'll let color do more, but that'll help define a little bit of his style and look. Alright, so now I'm switching over to the other Sharpie. Okay, so he's wearing his coat, so I'm going to draw his neck down just a little bit, and then the edge of the coat, come down like that. We'll draw this side in like this, so you can see his neck there, and then his shirt, I guess. And I'm going to draw his shoulders. So this is going down a little bit like this. This one's raised up a little bit more than this one. So let me draw the edge of his coat here real fast so you can see where we are. That's going to disappear behind him a little bit and then come back. A little dramatic look to it, basically. So I'm going to add some creases and folds and edges. Because it's a big old coat, we get to add all kinds of crazy little extra bends and folds, creases and folds. Okay, there's his sleeve. We'll add some more in a second. I just wanted to give you an edge to work with. Like, this is what we're going to build off of, okay? Alright, so now I'm going to do this for the edge. Just to kind of add some I want to say wear and tear, but it's not really wear and tear, just creases and creases and folds. Yeah, but I'm trying to come up with a better description, not because it's not so much creases and folds, it's a thick jacket, and so, you know, bending it like this, you're going to get big results, is what I'm trying to say. So that's why I'm just kind of saying, yeah, go crazy, go nuts, because it's a big old thick jacket, you know? All right. There we go. So that arm is up. So I'm going to draw the hand holding the gun. So here's his thumb, because that's on top, like that. Then there's the back of the gun, and then his fingers are over it, okay? So we're going to draw index finger up like that. The other fingers are wrapped around. And let me add some detail with the tiny Sharpie, so I didn't want it to bleed too much. And with that big Sharpie, you know, I know how big it's going to be, so I was just adding a little bit of stress with the tiny Sharpie. Okay. We'll say the back of the jacket's around like that. Alright, so let's draw that gun. So, I'm just kind of making it up. I was talking about this in the sketch that there's only so much details I can get from it, so I'm just kind of going to go with what it looks like, kind of, to me. Where's the good picture I had? Oh, there we go, there we go. And again, I'm just kind of making this up, so, you know, don't get too hooked on whether it's exactly like what I'm drawing right now. Basically, that's all you got to draw. Staple gun with two ends like that, and that's pretty much it. And then we're just going to add just a little bit extra of tech look, you know. We don't want to get too hung up on the details, because, you know, it is a space gun, so we could 100% make it up, right? Okay, so I'm going to draw this other arm over here. So it's going to come down. There's his shoulder pad. This. Where's my good picture? There we go. This arm's coming this way. The little arm elbow piece, and do the sleeve like that. The jacket is going to run down this way, so it's just going to kind of come up like this, like that. All right. And so this is why I was drawing so much stress over there, because this is all just jacket that's hanging down, and he's bunging it all up. It's all getting all squished up like that, you know. So that's why I was adding so much extra, because of the stress that he's putting on all that material. right. Okay, and so this gun, I was talking about this in a sketch. You're looking at the top view, you know, so it's not as detailed because you can only see so much of it. You know, it's the top view of it. Sorry, I'm thickening this up just a little bit more just to make it look all consistent. So you don't have to worry about too much about details because I was talking about this in a sketch. If this is a gun, right? You're looking at it sideways. As you turn it like this, you're losing all the detail of your hand and all that. So you pretty much are just drawing the top half over your hand. So just remember that when we're doing this, because all we're going to really do is come in here, do that for the thumb. There's the top of the hand. That's it. So now we're just going to draw the top of the blaster like this. And even we're losing all the tech detail because it's the top half, you know, because it's lost in space, not literally in space, but in availability. You know, there's only so much we're going to be able to see. So this is on the inside of there. I'm just kind of adding a little bit extra that you would see like that. But that's it. See, that's all we're really able to really concentrate on because it's the top half of the gun. And that's it, right? So there's his glove. That's it. Yeah. Done. Okay, so that's it for that hand. So I'm going to draw his coat flying out a little bit, then we'll work on the body. Come down here and just say it's kind of flowing like this. Like that. This one's kind of behind his body, so we'll go ahead and go down to his waist. We're going to draw a belt like that. And I've got him with creases on his clothes. And yeah, that's it. So let's draw his belt. Something like that. There we go. So now I'm just going to draw his legs, and he's just got regular old pants. Okay, not regular old pants, or space pants, you know, obviously. They're not Earth pants. So there's his knee down to his boot. Bend it, come back up. And let's draw this side so you see where we are. Like that, down to the boot. There's the knee. There's his thigh and his crotch. And so let's draw his pants. Like that. And I'm going to do some thicker creases right here. And then build off that. I like to draw a lot of creases around. I hate to say around the crotch, but hey, that's what it is, you know? It's nothing strange. It's just where you get a lot of creases, you know? Your legs bend so much that you get a lot of wear and tear around there. Same thing with your knees. I like to draw a lot right around here because, you know, you get a lot of stress right there. All right, so there are some designs and patterns in there, but I think color would really make that better. So I'm not worried about that. Let's just draw his boots. I'm gonna come in here and do one of these. Again, space boots. And then I'll add some detail. Like that. And his rockets are back behind there. Let's go ahead and do both of them. This one's going straight forward like that. Point it down more. And then I can add a little rocket here. So this is what I was trying to say, is that the little booster rocket things that makes them fly, they're on the side, so there's not a lot I can really do on the other side. I can do it right there. Oh, you know what? Here, let me do this too. before I forget, his coat. Like that. Connect it real fast, because a lot of times I forget that. Okay, let me just add some wear and tear on his boots. And then we're gonna do kind of like something like this, just for the booster rocket. We'll do the same thing over here, just to show that it's, you know, that's what's coming out. Okay. All right. So same thing here. Just add some wear and tear on the boot, and there you go. So I say we take care of the rest with color, and that is Star-Lord. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.